Shōgun, episode 7, now out. Let's talk about it. Okay, so the newest episode of Shōgun is finally here. You know, we have to wait every single week for this show. It's just so good. It's so hard to just sit down and wait a whole entire week for a new episode of this amazing show. Now, episode 7, full of surprises. Let's just say that, full of surprises. So we get introduced to a new character in here. We get introduced to Toranaga's brother. That's right, remember, because Toranaga's whole army got decimated by that giant earthquake that happened with the landslides and everything. Obliterated a lot of his army. So now he's reached out to his brother to try and get the support of him to merge together to then go ahead with Crimson Sky. You know, that awesome plan that I had to go in there and just basically speed run almost, as you would say in the gaming world, speed run Osaka and just kill everyone in sight before the enemy even knew what hit them. So as they meet, this is where we get introduced to his brother, and straight off the bat, let's just be real, it was a wholesome moment of seeing them clash together for the first time on screen. It was enjoyable. I was like, this is awesome. Like, all right, here we go. And what I love is the scene where they're having the dinner. When they're sitting there, they're having the dinner. The brother is telling, you know, Toranaga's son about some stories of him and what he did, because we get a flashback to Toranaga's first battle, his first victory, when he was just a kid, man. And there's this moment where he wins this war, this battle, and the leader of the other group pulls out a knife and stabs himself in front as he's on his knees because he's now surrendering. And Toranaga, as a kid, starts, you know, big swipe. And we're told that he took the head off with a single strike. Like, he was like 12 or something like that, I believe it was. So he was very young when he won this. So we're hearing stories like this. And, you know, it's this wholesome moment of just rekindling this relationship between them. That's what we've thought anyway, because all of a sudden we find out that the brother had already been offered something else and has accepted that. He was offered to take the position as the regent of the council, to take his brother's place there. So now we know that, and this is where he starts issuing, you know, almost like warrant sort of things, where it's like, yo, this is what's going to happen to you. This is what the council said. Will you accept it? If not, then I'm going to kill you right here. So he starts dishing that out, and just the way that they're able to have this wholesome moment and then just shift. The tone shifts completely. The atmosphere, you feel the atmosphere in that moment just completely shift from this laugh, you know, wholesome moment to this just tension. Just everything goes cold. It's really good storytelling, and the way that the director is able to capture that, and the performances to capture that atmosphere change on screen to make you visibly feel it. Some of the best you ever see on TV, man. Some of the best. And then throughout the whole entire episode, there's this whole tension that is just, you know, overshadowing everything that's going on. Everyone is on edge. You can feel how on edge they are. And then there's this moment where we have Toto, who is Marika's husband, who doesn't like Anji, who wants to kill him. And there's this moment where when Anji's there, you know, basically trying to learn how to fight a sword. He doesn't really know what's going on, but the other guy's trying to teach him to, like, you know, hold the sword while mocking him at the same time. But as he's on the ground, Toto comes over with his sword and has it to his throat, and he really wants to kill this guy. He really wants to kill Anji so bad. So he goes over to Toranaga to then say, look, man, I believe the barbarian is trying to get with my wife, trying to do all this stuff for my wife. I believe he is. I want to take his head. So he's flat out said to Toranaga, I want to kill the barbarian. I want to kill this guy right now. I have to. And this is where, you know, you see the difference in the culture back then and here, where he says, okay, Toranaga goes, well, if you're accusing him of that, therefore you're accusing your wife as well. Therefore, you must kill your wife as well. Now, he doesn't want to kill his wife. He doesn't want that to happen. The wife, dude, the performance of her is just, she is so good in this. Like, you see her in Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. She's great in that, but this is a whole nother level. Her character, Mariko, is just, is bone chilling. Because she's sitting there, and she's like, straight face and everything, like, my husband, my life is my husband's to take. And I'm sitting there like, bruh, that's freaking crazy, man. And then, so when the husband leaves and says, I don't believe my wife's doing this, so he can't accuse Anji anymore. This is where she then says to Toranaga, can you please just end my cursed life now? Just end it. I just want to die. Every moment that she's alive is like being a river of anguish. Anguish. I can't even speak right now. So, dude, it was such a powerful scene. And like, you see the depth of this character and her shift. It's just insane writing. And then you get to the moment where they have the council scene where they're all sitting there, and then the brother comes up. Toranaga's brother comes up, and he's got to give the formal, the choice that he's made, which is, I'm going to surrender and that. I'm going to go with you to Osaka. Anji's not happy with that. He storms out. And then we have this moment where Toranaga's brother is at the tea house, the brothel that we know. And he's there. And this is where the son of Toranaga gets let in. And his objective is to kill his uncle. And so he's going in there. And this is one of the most shocking moments. I did not expect this to happen in this episode. But he's obviously got his uncle on the run. He's cut his uncle on the leg. He's clawing through the water, getting to there. And he's about to die. He's about to die. And then Toranaga's son, as he goes in for the final kill, slips on a rock, falls backwards, smashes the back of his head on a rock, and dies. What is going to come of that death is just now, I'm just like, I need the next episode. I need it. I have to have it. Because that death right there, now I'm like, what is about to happen? Like, is this where Toranaga's like, nah, that's enough. That's enough for me. I'm not going with you now. Now it's war. It's time to become the Shogun. Because now I don't think he has any more heirs. So that was his final heir there. So now I'm intrigued to see what's going on. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen with Anji. What's going to happen with him now. I'm interested to see the dynamic with Mariko. What's going to happen with her and Anji and her husband. So there's so many plot lines going on right now that is just so good. This performances are great. Just like the best show on TV right now, man. This is the best show. And look, 7 episodes in, we have 3 more to go. I tell you what, if it sticks to landing here, this is going to be one of those shows where you're like talking in the same breath of The Last of Us, House of Dragon, that type of level quality. It's remarkable how good this is. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Did you guys enjoy this? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.